What's going on, guys? Aggronix. Welcome back to the Elysian Draft League Season 6. Today we jump into the finals. We have made it after 11, actually 12, wait, 11, wait, 11. I'm not an idiot. I know how to count. After 9 weeks in the regular season and 2 weeks of playoffs, we are here. I think last week, actually, I think we said 12 games, and I'm just realizing I'm retarded. We played 11 games straight. We've won every single one, and we are finally here in the 12th game, the finals of the playoffs. Me versus Jax. Jax is currently 10-1. Well, I guess regular season wise, because he won all his games in playoffs, because obviously he's here. He went 8-1. We went 9-0. We are undefeated. This has never happened where someone has the possibility of going undefeated in a season. Never happened. Zach was eliminated first round of playoffs last season, and nobody's ever made it to a playoffs in the Elysian League without having a loss. I am the first one to do it. That being said, Jax is an incredible battler, and I'm really excited. So if you guys are excited for the Elysian Draft League to finally come to its climax, and you guys are rooting for your Cork City Cyndaquils, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first, and subscribe if you are not already to become a member of the Aggronix and for more, because I've just really enjoyed draft leagues at the moment, guys, and this season in particular has really sparked my love for draft league once again. But before we get started, let's talk about basically what's this background of this match. Me and Jax have spent very long time in this league. We've both been in it. I've been in it since season 2. Jax has been in it since I think season 3. So we've both been in it together for about me 4 seasons, him 3, and we've actually never played, which is why this game is really interesting. Me and Jax have never played, and that means that I have no... See, okay, so I've seen Jax battle before, and I know that he is a good battler. I hope he thinks that I'm an okay battler, at least. I hope he thinks I'm grand. But we've both seen each other play, but I've never actually played him. So this is kind of a weird game. And Jax was the semi-finalist. He was the second place last season. He made the finals last season and lost. I made the finals in season 3 and lost. So this is both our second attempt at a championship, and one of us is going to lose for the second time. One of us is going to go home disappointed. One of us is finally going to win their first, and I'm very nervous. Jax's team consists of Mew as a Zmon, Salamence as a Zmon, Swampert, Swellow, Vikavolt, Mega Aggron. I know, fucking Mega Aggron. Of course we play a Mega Aggron in the finals. My favorite fucking Pokemon had to be the one that we go up against in the finals. Togekiss, Breloom, Weavile, Electabuzz, and Dhelmise. Very scary team. His Fairy, Fairy Dragon Steel is very good. Salamence, Aggron, Togekiss. Mew is a huge threat. Vikavolt is a lower tier, just wall breaker. Weavile, of course, very fast. And then he has a few mons that could be a little bit annoying, like Swellow, Dhelmise, Rapid Spinner. His hazard removal is very good. He has Dhelmise, he has Togekiss, he has Mew, Salamence even to a certain extent. If you want to run Defog on that, he can. He has 4 options for it, but 2 very good ones in Dhelmise and Togekiss, and Mew, I guess. Stealth Rock options are very good as well. He has Swampert and he has Aggron. I believe those are his only 2, but they're both very good. Actually, Mew as well, so he has 3. And then, yeah, his speed tiers are very good. I think his fastest mons are Swellow and Weavile, both capped at 125 base speed. Then it drops to, I think, Mew and Salamence. No, sorry, it drops to Electabuzz with 105, and then Mew and Salamence, and then after that it goes to, you know, Togekiss, Breloom, stuff like that, and then Aggron, and so on. So, very good team, very good team. But one that I am very confident we can win, we can beat. We start off with Z-Trigger the Zygarde, Choice Banded with 1000 Arrows, Outrage, Extreme Speed, and Stone Edge. Adamant, enough speed, outspeed, a max speed Togekiss. This thing is fantastic against this team. His switch-ins, 2000 Arrows, are a bit limited. His only switch-ins are Breloom, Dhelmise, Swampert, stuff like that, but even them, after rocks, they can take quite a bit of damage. Outrage, his only switch-ins are Aggron and Togekiss, both of which that get hit with 1000 Arrows, pretty decent damage. And then Stone Edge is just there for the Togekiss. If Togekiss gets out of hand and I just want to hit it and I want to OHKO it, I just can, which is nice. And then Extreme Speed is there for mons like the Salamence, the Mew, even the Vikavolt if it sets up an agility. It just kills them outright. Also, Extreme Speed, as you know, out-prioritizes Weavile's Ice Shard. So if Zygarde is 1v1 against Weavile and I'm not locked into a move, Zygarde can beat the Weavile. Extreme Speed does 51% min, which means that, assuming he has no HP, which he probably will have a little bit of HP, but he'll probably go Adamant against my team, because he can. If he goes Adamant, though, he actually won't outspeed Whimsicott, so that's very important. But if he goes Adamant, he probably doesn't have a lot of HP investment. If he has no HP investment, or very, very little, Extreme Speed does 51%, and after 2 rock entries, he will be at 51%, so that's pretty good. Next we have 2 Sweet the Whimsicott, Pixie Plate, Prankster with Moonblast, Encore, Taunt, and U-Turn. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed Electabuzz. I didn't want to speed creep Electabuzz because I don't think it's the biggest threat in the world. However, if you look at my team, if it's like choice specs, it could be a little bit threatening, so I want to be able to have one mon that at least outspeeds it. Moonblast is the only move that I need to outspeed or hit everything pretty well. The only mon on his team that resists Moonblast is Aggron, which still takes 30% if he's not Mega'd yet, like if he switches in. And it takes like 25 to 24, 23 with the regular one if he's Mega Evolved. So that's still pretty decent damage. Encore, Taunt, and a U-Turn. U-Turn is there just for obviously initiative. I can U-Turn on mons like the Mew, on the Aggron, get Chip, the Breloom, Delmise, Electabuzz, a lot of mons. Now, Taunt and Encore. Taunt is there for mons if I'm in front of the Mew, if I'm in front of the Salamence, if I'm in front of Togekiss, or Breloom even. I can taunt them so that they can't go Mew for maybe a Will-O-Wisp or a knockoff. Well, not knockoff, sorry. You can't go for Stealth Rock, can't go for Defog or Will-O-Wisp. So Salamence can't Dragon Dance on me. So that, you know, Vikavolt can't Agility on me. Stuff like that, and that's really, really nice. But Encore is the one that I'm going to be clicking most of the time. Now that I think about it, I could probably change Taunt. Because if they're going to use a move to set up, I just Encore them and then they have to swap out. So maybe I could change Taunt. I might think about it. I'm actually playing Jackson in like literally 5 minutes, so I don't know if I will. But I don't really need another move. The other move that I would run is like, okay, actually that's a good point. How much does Whimsicott do to Aggron with a... That's max specially defensive, so he does take... Actually, well, he doesn't take very much. If he's Impish, I think he takes a little bit more. Actually, well, he takes very, very little. Jesus. Edinburgh Ground, how much are you doing? Yeah, there's really, really no difference. There's like 1% difference. So actually, I'm gonna leave it as it is. Leave it as it is. But yeah, I'm really, really happy with Whimsicott. Whimsicott outspeeds his entire team besides Weavile and Swellow, which is important. Although they can OHKO Whimsicott very, very easily. Whimsicott is still very, very good, and also checks the Salamence. Salamence cannot sweep me while Whimsicott's alive, and if it's Scarf, it really can't break through Celesteela plus Mega Blastoise, so it just doesn't really matter. Next we have Kazooie the Pangoro and Rainmaker the Mega Blastoise. Pangoro is running Assault Vest, Mold Breaker with Knockoff, Drain Punch, Stone Edge, and Bullet Punch. Enough speed to outspeed a max speed Vikavolt. And just 120 base HP so that we can, or 120 investment in HP so we can take hits pretty well. Take hits from stuff like the Delmise with Shadow Claw, Breloom's Bullet Seed, Swampert's Earthquake, Aggron's Earthquake, and Heavy Slam, Salamence's Outrage. We can live all those hits relatively well, assuming that the Salamence isn't banded and the Swampert isn't banded and stuff like that. We can take hits decently well. Now, Knockoff Drain Punch is just there for stab. Stone Edge is there to hit mons like the Togekiss, the Salamence, and the Vikavolt, which are very, very important, especially the Vikavolt, because Vikavolt is actually a very, very big threat to this team. Bullet Punch is just there for mons like the Weavile and the Togekiss. So just mons that outspeed me, I can hit them with something. I believe we are we're Mold Breaker, so that we can ignore Aggron's whatchamacallit. What's it called? Filter. We ignore Aggron's Filter, which is nice. We also ignore Electabuzz's Static, I guess, and Weavile's Pressure, I believe. Just small things like that. But I think that was like Iron Fist would only help me with Bullet Punch against other mons, but Drain Punch with Mold Breaker does more than Drain Punch with Iron Fist to Aggron, because ignoring his ability actually helps me more than just doing more damage with a move to his ability. So like, if you know what I mean. So I went with Mold Breaker. And then we have Mega Blastoise, the same speed as Pangoro, enough speed to outspeed a max speed Vikavolt by 1 point. Vikavolt has to be Choice Scarf to outspeed everything on my team, barring the Celesteela, which I really, really like, because Vikavolt is a huge threat to my team. Blastoise is great in this game. There's not much you can do to take, like, the only mon that really, really deals with Blastoise is Breloom, I guess, but it can't really switch in. Vikavolt gets 2 KO'd and I outspeed unless it's Choice Scarf. Electabuzz, I guess, can take a hit, but it can't really do much back to me. A Thunderbolt wouldn't do very much if he was like max special defense Eviolite. I would take it pretty well, and Scald will still do a lot of damage. And then, like, if you look at his team, there's not much to take Scald, Ice Beam, Dark Pulse. Mew gets hit by Dark Pulse, Salamence gets hit by Ice Beam, Swampert doesn't want to take a Scald, Swallow doesn't want to take a Scald, Vikavolt doesn't want to take a Scald, Aggron does not want to take a Scald, Togekiss doesn't want to take an Ice Beam, Breloom doesn't want to take an Ice Beam, Weavile dies to Scald, Electabuzz dies to Scald to a certain extent. I guess Electabuzz is the only mon that takes hits relatively well, and then Delmise dies to Dark Pulse or Ice Beam. Probably going to click Dark Pulse because it gets the Mega Launcher boost. Mega Blaster is fantastic in this game, and also, not only that, it also switches into a lot of mons. It switches into Salamence, it switches into Aggron, it switches into Weavile. Weavile cannot beat Mega Blaster's 1v1 under any circumstance because he's not Z move. If he was Z Weavile, he could probably Swords Dance and then like Z Acid Downpour and do like 80%. But he's not, so that's not going to happen, which I really like. So yeah, Mega Blaster is fantastic in this game. I'm really happy to have it, and it's going to do a lot of work for us. Rapid Spin's also nice because we have Celesteela, we have Necrozma. We don't want them to get chipped down, and it just makes life easier for us. And finally, we have the meme of the team. We have Necrosteela. We have, first of all, we have Forsaken, Necrozma, Darkinium Z, Prism Armor, with Psychic, Power Gem, Dark Pulse, and Stealth Rock. Max Special Attack, modest, enough speed to outspeed a max speed Vikavolt again, I believe, right? Just making sure. No, actually, sorry, we're at enough speed to outspeed a slow Mew. So if Mew is defensive, actually Necrozma outspeeds it. My hope is that Necrozma can click Z Dark Pulse turn 1 on his Mew and just kill him. Because if that happens, that'll be huge for us. That'll be absolutely massive. Necrozma will more than likely be my lead. There's not many mons that he can lead with that will actually beat Necrozma 1v1. The only mon that you can lead with that would do really well is Aggron, I guess. But Aggron might be fearful of Mega Blastoise lead or a Zygarde lead. If he leads with Breloom, I just Psychic him. I'll probably outspeed him unless... Actually, also, there's another thing about this set. Outspeeds a max speed or Adamant Breloom. So if Breloom runs Adamant, I will outspeed him, which is really good. Really good. And also, Power Gem does a lot to Salamence. Aggron takes about 27% from Dark Pulse, which is a decent amount of damage. Delmise doesn't want to take a Dark Pulse. Weavile does. Power Gem can't OHKO me because knockoff would do less because I have the Z move. Also Prism Armor. If he Swords Dance on me again, also I can just kill him. And then, yeah, also I get up my rocks as well. If he leaves a Vikavolt, Vikavolt's the only mon where if he's choice specs, I think that he would kill me. Actually, I think he'll kill me anyway. But he'd have to be like Life Orb or something. I don't think he can kill me if he's Scarf. So I'm going to check that right now. Also, I want to know if I can kill him. He's Assault Vest. Okay, not at level 50. Yeah, Bug Buzz doesn't kill me if he's like Assault Vest. If he's not like a... Actually, well... No, it still can't. And Power Gem does very little to him if he's that set, but he couldn't be that set anyway. Power Gem actually does very little to him, so that's just something to note. My test battle against Ian went very well. Ian brought an Assault Vest Vikavolt, and it got 2 KO'd on Mega Blasters on the Switch and just died, so it's pretty happy. And then Stealth Rock is there because Stealth Rock are very good against his team. It chips down mons like the Weavile, the Togekiss, the Salamence, the Vikavolt, the Swellow. And Ian brought, by the way, the 6 mons he brought were Salamence, Vikavolt, Aggron, Togekiss, Breloom, and Weavile. And what that did basically was 4 of his mons were weak to rocks, which is really important. And if he doesn't bring Delmise, he doesn't have that. If he brings Delmise over Breloom, Delmise is way easier to wall than Breloom, because Breloom can surprisingly do a lot of damage actually. Even though I have, Necrozma and Celesteela, it still does a lot of damage because Necrozma doesn't take bullet seeds very well. Celesteela is really my only switch in a Breloom, which is a little bit scary because I need Celesteela for a lot of things. But yeah, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that. Necrozma is very good against his team. It's just whether he brings certain mons. I'll get into my predictions for his team in a second. And finally, we have Android the Celesteela Leftovers Beast Boost with Heavy Slam, Flamethrower, Leech Seed, and Protect. This is the most standard Celesteela I've brought all season, but it's very well justified. I needed Heavy Slam because Heavy Slam hits his entire team very hard. Hits Mew for 120 base power, Salamence the same, Swallow the same, Vikavolt the same, Togekiss the same, Breloom the same. It hits his entire team for very good damage. The only mons that Heavy Slam doesn't do very much to is the Vikavolt, the Aggron, the Swampert, and the Delmise. Now, Swampert is the exception of this, but Vikavolt, Aggron, and Delmise are all weak to Flamethrower. Also, Electabuzz eats a Heavy Slam very well. but I really doubt Electabuzz is coming, to be honest. And if it does, you know, it's something we'll have to deal with. But I'm not really too afraid of it. Yeah, and again, we don't hit Swampert with this set, but we can Leech Seed the Swampert, which is very, very important. And because we have leftovers, Leech Seed Protect, we can actually stall out a lot of his mons. Now, the reason I'm running Protect isn't because I want leftovers recovery and Leech Seed. Well, first of all, I only needed these 3 moves. I didn't have another move I needed. But Salamence and Mew are both Z-mons. I'm fully expecting Salamence to be like Z Inferno Overdrive, like Z Fire Blast with Dragon Dance, so that it can Dragon Dance up on something like Pangoro or something like that. And then when Celesteela comes in, it just Z Fire Blast after getting some chip off. And then I'm kind of in a bad spot. Basically, the Protect stops that. And the thing is about Protect, obviously we had to protect week 1 in playoffs against Infinite on his Z Tectonic Rage, I think it was, because I think that's the rock one, yes. And that was really, really risky play, but it paid off for us. If I mispredict and I go for Protect and he Dragon Dances and then he's going to go for the Z move next turn, I'll click Protect again, because you know what, I just have to, you know. The EV spread is like more specially defensive because I want to be able to take on mons like the Togekiss is very, very scary, and the Swellow with Boom Burst, stuff like that. I just want to see very, very quickly how much does Breloom do, because Breloom was Adamant Life Orb in the game. Yeah, exactly this. Mach Punch does about 35%. You know what, after Leftovers and Protect, that's not too bad, and Flamethrower and Heavy Slam both do about 50%. I just have to be careful that it doesn't Swords Dance on me. Yeah, and again, that's it's 239 if he's Adamant. If he's not Jolly, then Necrozma will outspeed him, which is really, really nice. So that's the team. I'm pretty confident with it. I wanted to fit Rotom Heat somewhere because Rotom Heat is very, very good against his team. It deals with the Aggron, deals with the Weavile, deals with the Togekiss, the Breloom, but I just couldn't fit it in anywhere. I also wanted to bring Miltank also for rocks, but Miltank could be set up fodder for mons like the Mew and the Salamence. And even the Aggron. Aggron could just Toxic me and then rest Sleep Talk over and over again. I didn't want that. It would help me deal with the Weavile, but Weavile isn't the scariest threat in this team, to be honest. So, yeah, so that was really it. So yeah, alright. My team prediction for him. Unfortunately, you know, like when I played Ian, he didn't bring a team that I was really expecting. He brought... Who did he bring? Sorry, the team that Ian brought, he brought Salamence, he brought Vikavolt, Aggron, Togekiss, Breloom, and Weavile. He brought 4 mons that I'm very, very confident. I think he'll bring the Salamence. I'm very confident he'll bring the Salamence. I'm very confident he'll bring the Vikavolt, the Aggron, and the Weavile. I think those 4 mons for me are pretty, like, yes, they're definitely coming. Aggron for rocks, Weavile because it's very good against my team. I speed my entire team. Ice is not a typing that I'm very, very good at walling, except for Miltank. He has low kick for it. Salamence is Salamence, has to come. And then Vikavolt is great against my team because it's Bug Electric, which hits Blastoise, Necrozma, and Celesteela, so it's literally perfect. The other 2 mons are up in the air. I really expected Mew, but Ian said that he doesn't feel like Mew is a good matchup unless it's just an all-out offensive, but I think that is what he'll bring. I expect Swampert, but I can't really, like, guarantee Swampert's going to come. It's one of those matchups. And then, yeah, I don't think Swellow's coming. I really don't think Breloom's coming, but if he brings it, I won't be too surprised. Because, you know, actually, Ian brought Breloom last night when I played him, and he actually did do a lot of work with it. So Breloom, I'm glad he brought it, actually, because it basically told me Breloom is a threat. I have to be very, very afraid of it. But, yeah, I don't really expect the Electabuzz. I don't really expect the Delmise. And I don't really expect the Swellow, but all the other mons I think have a possibility of coming. But I personally expect the Mew, the Salamence, the Vikavolt, the Aggron, Togekiss, and Weavile. That's 6. That is 6. So, yep. Alright. So, that being said, I'm going to connect with Jax. And I'm very, very excited if you guys are excited for the finals of the Elysian Draft League Season 6. And you guys are rooting for your Cork City Cyndaquils. Make sure to heavy slam the like button down below for us. This has been a long and arduous journey. And we are finally at the end of it. I'm really, really excited, but also very, very nervous. Again, I've never played Jax. He's never played me, so this is like the first time the 2 people who've never played and done very, very well for themselves are playing, and the stakes are high. Stakes are high. So, that being said, I'm going to connect with Jax, and we'll get right into the game. Oh, Christ. Why do I play Pokemon? It's just not a fun game. It's just a horribly, horribly scary game to play. And it's not enjoyable in the slightest. I think I'm going to connect with the Jax right about now. Sorry, changing Blastoise back to Regzer. And I think I'm going to lead with Necrozma. I think Necrozma will be my lead. I have Pokemon Calculator open right here. I can actually close the document because it doesn't matter now. I just had to leave Taunt on Whimsicott just because I need it. I don't need another move. Hidden Power Ground is the same as Moonblast to Mega Aggron. There's no point. And yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm really, really excited for this game. Hopefully it's not a complete shit show. Hopefully. Here's the hoping. But I can't promise. Can't promise. Have you two fought before? Nope. Don't think we have. I might be wrong. Maybe we played like... Oh, sure. We back, bitches. I don't know why that's there. Oh, I don't think me and Jax have ever played before. I could be... Oh, oops. Oh, Jesus. Thank God I caught that. Oops. Oopsie poopsies. I mean, it wouldn't have really mattered because, I mean, the first time I'm out with Blastoise, I would have Mega'd anyway. Just in case abilities can't be paired with moves or something weird like that. I think I'm good. Yeah, because I think I clicked validate on stuff before. Alright, so I think we're going to end the game. I'm expecting Vikavolt for sure. I'm expecting Salamence. I'm expecting Mew, even though Ian has assured me that Mew doesn't really have a good matchup, but I think he can find some sort of pairing of moves. I mean, Psychic, Dark, maybe. What would he not be able to hit then? Pangoro at all? Yeah, actually, maybe not. It depends. We'll see, though. If he does bring Mew, I think he'll probably be offensive, but it could be defensive. I wouldn't be, like, very surprised. I don't think this is... Oh, it is HD. Oops, I'm going to close YouTube because it might lag the recording. And that's the last thing I want. Link when you stare. So I sent him the battle request. Yeah, I got a chance to link. Oh, cool. Alright, so yeah, I think I'm going to lead with your boy, Necrozma. If he brings Vikavolt, I'm hoping he brings Vikavolt over Electabuzz just because I know what Vikavolt does, kind of thing. He does bring Electabuzz. He doesn't bring Salamence. He doesn't bring Aggron. Wow. Wow. And my thing is lagging like crazy. I'm very sorry about this. I'm going to pause it for just a second. Well, I don't know why my showdown's lagging. Sorry about that. Did he link it? He did. Alright, Grant. Alright. Good luck. Have fun. So, sorry about that. That should probably pass soon. He didn't bring Aggron. He brought Swampert, which means Whimsicott has a free Moonblast on his team. Salamence. Zygarde outspeeds not a lot of things, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. I feel like Zygarde will be extreme speeding a lot in this game. I need to get rocks up. His way of getting rocks are Togekiss and Mew. If I lead with Necrozma, he didn't bring Vikavolt, so actually Mew is Necrozma is very, very good against his team. I lead with Necrozma, I get up my rocks on absolutely anything. Can I just check something quickly, even though I know the answer? I know the answer, so I might not even... I know Weavile doesn't do very much of knockoff. That's Choice Bandit, he can't do that much. If he's Life Orb, to be fair, he'd probably be adamant. Just because Whimsicott isn't the biggest threat in the world, I easily take a knockoff. So, I was able to blast it. What would he lead with? I think he'd lead with either maybe the Electabuzz or the Weavile, I think, are two pretty likely options. I could lead with Pangoro. I don't know why this isn't loading. I'm very sorry about this. I don't know why this isn't loading. I really hope it does soon. Actually, let me just turn off something and then turn it back on. Okay, guys. So, sorry about that. My showdown just isn't loading. I'm very, very sorry. It's actually, if you look at the top left, I know you can't see it, but the browser is still even loading it now. However, Necrozma is like kind of paused, but my stylus isn't working. So fucking annoying that it happens just at the finals, but hopefully you won't mind too much. So yeah, I think I'm going to lead with Necrozma. However, he could lead with Swampert. I guess I have no good way of beating Swampert. I think he's going to lead with Swampert, Weavile, or Electabuzz. So I'm going to lead with... I could lead with Blastoise, but if he leads Electabuzz, I'm in a pretty bad spot. So... Yeah, I'm gonna lead with... Would he lead with Swallow though? I guess he could lead with Swallow. If he leads with Electabuzz and I lead with Celesteela, I'm immediately behind the curveball. Pangoro is a Assault Vest though, so it can take it on and Drain Punch it and get health back, so that's true. Pangoro, the only thing Pangoro loses to is... Fucking hell, dude. I fucking hate Showdown, dude. I fucking hate Showdown sometimes. My monsters aren't loaded. I think I'm actually going to lead with Pangoro because if he leads with Swampert, I'm fine. I knock off and then Drain Punch. And if he leads a Weavile, I'm fine as well. And if he leads a Mew, I'm fine as well. No, I'm just going to leave him a Crozma. I need to get my rocks. I do lead him with Crozma, and he does lead with Paul the Swampert, so that's fine. I think we're just going to trade rocks here. However, I have a way to get rid of my rocks. He doesn't unless he has Defog on one of his Mons. He could click Toxic here, and I don't really want my Necrozma to get Toxicked. So I could swap out, I guess. It's whether I think I'll get rocks up against another Mon on his team. If I go on a Celesteela, I get to click Leech Seed and then just start wearing something down. That's true. And I don't really want this thing to get toxic if he does have it, so... or do I care, actually? I guess I don't. I'm just going to go for Stealth Rock. I need my rocks up. We're just going to trade rocks here, I think. I doubt he'll toxic me because Celesteela is such a possible switch in. I think he's just going to put up his own rocks. If he does switch out into Weavile, that's fine. Swaps in a Mew, that's fine. Swaps into Togekiss, that's fine. I think we're just going to trade rocks, though. He brought a very, very interesting team. I wasn't really expecting Swellow. I do outspeed him, and he does go for Toxic, so that's unfortunate. He does accurately make his play. I think I'm just going to go on a Celesteela, even though it's very, very predictable. I could just Psychic. Because he's not going to attack me right here. I'll be at 82%. That's fine. And I get damage on this thing, which is important. I get to see if he's left over or something like that. I think he might swap into Electabuzz, you see. He might swap into Electabuzz, which I don't want. So I think I'm just going to go for Psychic. I could also swap at a Pangoro. Swampert, he has Toxic, so I assume he's defensive. How much would Pangoro take? If he takes 40%. Yeah, that's a little bit too much. And Drain Punch doesn't do very, very much. Swampert hits pretty hard, dude. Swampert's very, very hard. And I do outspeed him, I believe. I do probably outspeed him, more than likely. So I think I am just going to Psychic, though. I'm just going to Psychic. I think he's going to swap into Electabuzz. And if he doesn't, I get damage on this thing. Which is important damage for Zygarde, for Pangoro, for stuff like that. I think he might double Toxic. Maybe predicting me not to go on Celesteela. I think he's going to go on Electabuzz, though. Predicting Celesteela. Or Blastoise, to be honest. So I just want a Psychic. See what he does. Because Jax is known for his double switches. I know that's not a way to play. I'm just going to move the screen up a little bit. I know that's not a way to play with your opponent in mind, usually. But I do want to keep it in mind. Sorry, it's really annoying my Stylish isn't working. If you don't know, Stylish is what makes my Showdown look different. But today it's just not working, so we'll have to make do with what we have. I'm just trying to figure out, is that the right play? Can I just check something? How much does Electabuzz do? Actually, sorry, Pangoro. Focus Blast could 2-KO. He could have Focus Blast, so I don't really want to swap in a Celesteela on the risk that he goes in Electabuzz. And the Necrozma doesn't have to be alive. It got up rocks. It did its main job. 3 of the Mons on his team are weak to rocks, which is really important. I'm just gonna go for Psychic. I think he's gonna get up his rocks, and Psychic might 2-KO him, which is important as well. Actually, how much would Psychic do? Also, Jax is known for taking a while with his plays, which is absolutely fine, so we're not going to rush him. Psychic could 2-KO if he isn't max HP, but he probably more than likely doesn't. Just going to go for Psychic. He does stay in. He goes for Ice Beam, which is interesting. So, I'm just going to swap it to Celesteela at this point. Necrozma's gotten pretty dwindled down, but this doesn't really matter. Necrozma isn't defensive at all. It's just meant to get up rocks, and it did that, so we're fine. I'm going to go on Celesteela right here. If he swaps in a Electabuzz, good play. But at this point, I don't care. Ice Beam was predicting Whimsicott, I guess. But Whimsicott isn't my switch into blast or this thing at all. I really wish I went into Blastoise. That would have been great. But I wouldn't have been able to OHKO him anyway, and he just toxic my Blastoise, and that's the last thing I want. Blastoise is very, very important at beating mons like the Swellow, the Togekiss, the Weavile. So I need to keep that thing healthy. And Necrozma being weakened isn't the end of the world, but it is a little bit scary. But it still does outspeed probably Togekiss, maybe Mew, and this Swampert, and it can take a hit from all of those. So, and rocks, like I said, rocks are very, very important. He has no 1,000 arrows resist either, which is important. Swampert is his 1,000 arrow switch-in, to be honest. Unless Mew is defensive, which we don't know yet. We need to find out if Mew is defensive. If Mew is defensive, that means I Darkinium Z on it immediately, just Dark Pulse it, and just try to get damage on it. But yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Ice Beam, interesting. Alright, he's very, very afraid of Whimsicott. Probably because he doesn't really have a great switch, because he didn't bring Aggron, so his switch to Whimsicott is probably just Togekiss, but Rocks doesn't, you know, no. He doesn't want to take Rocks on Togekiss, you know, and an attack. So, not a bad start, not a bad start. 43% on Swampert is good damage. I'm going to go on to Celesteela as he doubles out into Togekiss, so that's completely fine with me. Now, I could Heavy Slam, but I just want to go for Leech Seed. He could go for Nasty Plot. I guess he could go for Nasty Plot, but he wouldn't stay in because Heavy Slam just OHKOs this thing immediately. I just want to go for Leech Seed. Togekiss isn't a Z-Mon. He could go for like Fire Blast or something, but it won't do very, very much. If he clicks Nasty Plot, I guess I could be in trouble. How much does Heavy Slam do to Electabuzz? So if it does like enough, Electabuzz, if it does like 30%, yeah, it does about that actually. That's fine actually. I'm just gonna click Heavy Slam. I'm not gonna think about it. He could swap a new Swampert. I think he's gonna swap in a Swampert, so I'm just gonna go for Leech Seed. I think he's gonna swap in a Swampert or Electabuzz, or maybe even Mew. I'm not sure. But I think Leech Seed is the play. If he stays in a Nasty Plot, well played. That's a great play. But you know, it's not the end of the world. Togekiss will be at about 58% after I Protect on the second, so that's fine. And I don't really know what this Togekiss is. It does go for Protect, so he sees the Leech Seed, and we see leftovers. I was just making sure he was. He sees Leech Seed. He might think, oh, maybe I can stay in right here, or you know, something like that. I'm just gonna go for Heavy Slam now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for. I think Leech Seed is still my play though. He could attack me though. I'm gonna go for Heavy Slam. He goes with Electabuzz, so I'm glad I went for Heavy Slam. Don't static me. No, he doesn't. Okay, grand. So Electabuzz doesn't get any setup whatsoever. I'm just going to go. I want to go for Protect, but if he has a Z move on Mew, I don't want to reveal that I have Protect necessarily. So I could just go on a Pangoro. I think Pangoro is my switch in because I take a Thunderbolt plus a Focus Blast from this thing. If he's max special attack modest, he could also go for something like that. I'm just gonna go for. How much does Volt Switch do to Celesteela? 40%. That's a lot of damage. I could go for Leech Seed. And actually I think I will, because if he goes for Thunderbolt, he'll do 55%. Then I'll get 6% back, so I'll be at about 64%. And I'll get leftover recovery. Yeah, that's actually, I'm okay with it. I think he's going to Hidden Power Ice as well also. Or Focus Blast. I'm going to go for Leech Seed. I'm just going to go for Leech Seed. I don't think he's going to. He goes for Volt Switch, that's fine. 32%. So, not a lot of special attack. Not a lot of special attack at all. I do take quite a bit of damage from this thing, but if we land a Leech Seed, we're going back up to 86%, and that's completely fine with me, so I'm pretty okay with this. I'm glad I stayed in. I mean, Volt Switch was very obvious, but he could have enough speed to outspeed a max speed Zygarde and then just bop me with a Hidden Power Ice. But also, he showed that he has no special attack, which means that this thing is much less of a threat now. And now it's just a sponge to take hits, but it doesn't really do much to me, to be honest. It means that Pangoro switches in very, very easily. So Celesteela eating the hit right there. I'm really, really happy with that. If he goes into like Weavile, I guess that's kind of threat. If he goes into one of his more offensive mons, but he could predict Earthquake right here. He might predict Earthquake. If he goes into Swellow, well, actually Swellow doesn't do anything. He might go into, I think Swampert is his play, to be honest. I think Swampert is his only play. Or Mew. I think one of the two. He can't go into Weavile. He does go into Quirky the Mew. And we do land the Leech Seed. So we're at a good amount of health right here. He could go for like Will-O-Wisp or Nasty Plot or something like that. Actually, I think I'm going to Necrozma. Reason being is because go for Will-O-Wisp, I'll block it. And I get to go for Z Dark Pulse. And I get recovery from Leech Seed. I'm going to go straight into Necrozma. I'm going to go into Necrozma because I don't want to go into Pangoro and have him Will-O-Wisp me. Because I think he might be packing it. I think he might be packing Will-O-Wisp. He didn't show leftovers. He could be Z-move. And Z Dark Pulse is kind of free against this team. I mean, he does have the Togekiss that switches in, but it still takes Rocks plus the Dark Pulse plus the Psychic or Power Gem afterwards. Yeah, nothing on his team really takes the Z Dark Pulse very well. That takes the next hit, you know. Like Weavile takes Rocks as well. So we're in a good spot. If he goes for Defog, that's fine as well. If he goes for Defog, that's fine as well. I think no matter what, though, I click Z Dark Pulse on him. If he goes for Nasty Plot, I think we will eat one hit. Unless he Z-moves, which if in that case we go into maybe Whimsicott, maybe Blastoise, maybe Pangoro, something like that. Kill him that way, I'm not quite sure. See, we only have knockoff on Pangoro, which is scary because that means if he's Z-move, it doesn't do very much to him. So that's important to note. So yeah, so far it's been a pretty good game. We've done pretty well. This Mew being Leech Seed is nice. We're starting to dwindle down his team very, very quickly. Swampert's low, Electabuzz is low, Mew is going to be low after this turn, and Togekiss, Weavile, and Swellow are going to be all be at 76% or less after the switching, because Togekiss is going to be at 25. But it's going to, or sorry, no, not 25, 65, or 63, sorry, and it's going to gain health from leftovers, because it did have leftovers, didn't it? Wait, sorry. Necrozma, he goes for Soft World. Absolutely fine with me. I'm just going to click Z Dark Pulse. If he's defensive, he shows Soft World. If he's defensive and he has no speed, we will outspeed him. I'm going to click Black Hole Eclipse. If he swaps into something, that's completely fine. I do not care. He goes on a Togekiss, so good play on his part. Black Hole Eclipse comes off. Does very, very little damage. He could go for Protect right here. I mean, maybe I jumped the gun a little bit too early, but I really wanted to kill that Mew. Z Dark Pulse does 22% to that set, so he's actually very specially defensive. Or has a bit. Yeah, he's very specially defensive actually. Power Gem can't kill him. And he's probably just going to go for Protect and stall me out anyway. I think Celesteela is my play right here. Because he's going to go for Protect. I could go on a Zygarde, so he's not fast. Which means that Pangoro actually might outspeed him. And so would Blastoise. Could go on a Blastoise. All he's shown is Protect. He probably has Toxic. I really want... I was hoping the Mew would just stay in. And just go, like put up his Rocks or something like that and just die. But he hasn't shown Rocks yet. So it'll be interesting to see if he has it. I'm sure he does, but... if he clicks Thunder Wave, that might suck for... Oh, no! No! My internet actually drop? No, it didn't. I just disconnected for half a second. I'm not even editing that out. Alright then. Okay, that was weird. Okay, sorry, that was weird. I can't even type anything, what? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go into Celesteela. As predictable as it is still, I think, my right play. I'm a slow player anyway. I think, see, he might swap into Electabuzz, which I'm kind of half predicting. What would he go for? He wouldn't go for a Fairy move. He might go for a Thunder Wave, might go for a Recovery. He's specially defensive, which means Zygarde's Stone Edge would just bop him. Well, it wouldn't just bop him. But it would do a very, very good amount of damage, and he couldn't do much back to me because he only has Air Slash. He might have Dazzling Gleam, but I doubt it. I think I'm going to swap into Zygarde actually. And if he goes for like Air Slash, it does very, very little. And if he goes for Protect, I'm in a really, really good spot. If he swaps in Electabuzz, I'm also in a very good spot. I think he's going to click Protect, you see. Although Celesteela gets leftovers, and that's pretty important. No. I think... Fuck. What do I want to do? He could swap in a Mew, and he might have, like, Z Fire move on Mew for Celesteela. I'm just going to go with Celesteela. If he swaps in an Electabuzz, good play. But if we both swap, we'll find out if he's faster than me. I'm pretty 100% confident, basically, that he's not faster than me. I think this is a very slow Togekiss. I do swap first, and he goes for Defog. So that's okay. That's okay. And just gonna go for a Heavy Slam. I could Leech Seed. Could Leech Seed. Heavy Slam hits the Swampert. I could double back in a Necrozma. So this thing has Protect. Or sorry, Defog. So will I go for Leech Seed or Heavy Slam? He'll probably swap into Electabuzz or Swampert. Either way, I think it's fine. I'm just going to go for Leech Seed. He might go for Protect, but I don't care. I'm getting leftovers if he does, so I'm not really losing anything. And he doesn't have Nasty Plot because he's Protect, Defog. Other two moves probably being Air Slash, Roost. So yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm absolutely fine with this. We're in a good spot. And Mew is leftovers, right? I think it is. Kind of wish I didn't waste the Z move on Mew, but you know, I was kind of half expecting Black Hole Eclipse to do a little bit more than it did, but it is a Togekiss. I kind of underestimate Togekiss sometimes. It's very, very bulky, man. So let's see what happens. I think you're gonna swap into Electabuzz because rocks aren't up now, so it's not really a big deal for him. Although he is still taking Leech Seed. And have I shown Protect? I have not shown Protect, so that's important. That's important. If he stays in, that's fine because he only has Air Slash or Dazzling Gleam. Both of which will do very, very little damage to me. So Togekiss cannot touch Celesteela because the last two moves are probably an Attack and Roost. I would be shocked if they're not. So this Togekiss is very, very limited threat. I want to know though if it's Dazzling Gleam or Air Slash because that means a few things. So he goes for Protect, just gaining HP. He might actually have Roost because he does have Protect. Like I said, I'm gaining leftovers. To be honest, I don't need Leech Seed now because I'm going to be at full HP after this turn anyway. And yeah, I'm just going to go for Heavy Slam. If he swaps into Swampert, the Leech Seed will do about the same, to be honest. Swampert. Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam does the same as Leech Seed anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go for Heavy Slam. He might go on a Mew, you see. He might go on a Mew. Yeah, this is a very, very slow game so far. I wanted to find out. So the Mew has Soft Boiled. If it doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, then Pangoro is a fantastic switch. It has Soft Boiled, so it's not defensive. Or sorry, it is defensive. Well, it could be Calm Mind. %, but no leftovers. Wow. He has no bulk. He has no bulk. He has no bulk on this Mew. Which tells me he's max speed, max special attack. And he doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, is what I'm kind of gaining from this. So I think I'm going to go into Pangoro. I think he's going to go for Ice Beam. Or maybe Nasty Plot. Doesn't really matter. I think he has a Z move probably. If he Nasty Plots, I'm not really too scared. And I mean, afterwards I think I just go into Whimsicott anyway. Or Zygarde even. Mew is a big threat. I'm going to go into Pangoro. He could just click Soft Boiled right here. He goes for Soft Boiled. That's great. So, of course, like I said, Knockoff is not going to do too much because he's probably Z move. I'm almost expecting the BZ move. If he shows Dazzling Gleam, I will live it because I am Assault Vest. Well, that's not exactly true, actually. He hasn't shown attack, so if he's Life Orb, say he's Life Orb. He's Life Orb, Timid, which he would be if he was offensive, with Daz. On Pangoro. Surely we live. We might not, actually. We might not. I could switch out. I don't really have... I mean, Celesteela is my switch-in. He's Soft Boy with no thing, so he's probably Nasty Plot or Swords Dance. If he swaps out into a Mon, he'll swap into Togekiss, so Celesteela would be my Mon to be in with. I'm just going to go back to Celesteela. He won't Nasty Plot on this Pangoro, for sure. So that's true. I'm going to go on Celesteela. He doubles out into Mew, or Togekiss, so that's good information. That's good information. That's good information. So I'm just going to make the same play again. I'm just going to go for Heavy Slam. I'm not losing anything. He is gaining something though, so I'm kind of upset about that. I kind of wish I clicked Knockoff, but I thought maybe he would Dazzling Gleam. He goes into Vazu, the Electabuzz. And this Electabuzz is not going to be able to do very, very much to this Celesteela. I think he's just going to go for a Thunderbolt. I doubt he'd go for Hidden Power Ice, predicting. I could go on a Pangoro. Does Pangoro kill Electabuzz at this range? Because I think we said he was not offensive, so he's probably max HP. Max HP, max speed, I'm guessing. Knockoff. Knockoff would kill. Drain Punch would not. But he couldn't do very, very much to me. And if I go on a Pangoro, he's kind of stuck because then he has to go into Togekiss. I think I was going to Togekiss. I'm just going to go for Leech Seed again. If he goes for Thunderbolt, Thunderbolt should do about 38 to 39%. He goes for Thunderbolt. And we do land the Leech Seed, which is important. So I'm just going to go for Protect, I think. He could swap out, but I don't care. Don't really care. Just gonna go for Protect. I do go for Protect. He goes for Volt Switch. It's good information. And yeah, I'm gonna go into Zygarde, I think. Zygarde takes how much? 50%, but that's taking Leech Seed into account. He's actually not taking too much. He's probably taking about 38%, which is not bad. And he's probably not going to go for Hidden Power Ice. Like, I'd really, really be shocked if he did. He could double out into, I don't know, Swampert maybe. Swampert can't touch Celesteela, that is the thing though. And neither can Mew or Togekiss. So this is going to be a long game. This is going to be a long, long game. See, if I go into Zygarde, Togekiss is at 85% when I click Stone Edge, and I am guaranteed kill from the set that he is. So I'm going to go into Zygarde. If he clicks Hidden Power Ice, good play. He goes for Voltage again. That's great. Yeah, this thing is just getting dwindled down. He's not going to swap out. If he does, the Mon that comes in is going to die. I'm going to click 1000 Arrows. He does switch out in a Swampert, so Swampert might get 2 KO'd right here. And it's going to. Swampert, I don't think gets Aqua Jet. Doesn't get Ice Shard. I'm going to click 1000 Arrows. So Rocks, I don't think will be up. I don't think Rocks are going to be up on our side of the field, which is nice. But we need to get Rocks up on his side of the field because that's very, very important. So I'm really happy that he sacked off his Swampert right there. Hey, 20 turns, my boy. 20 turns. 20 turns. I think Swampert's just going to drop right here. If he swaps in a Togekiss, it'll get 2 KO'd on the switch, I believe. Maybe not after a Protect, actually. Mew might not, but I don't know if he wants to sacrifice all that health on Mew for a Mon that's at 29%, you know the way? I think he's just going to let Swampert drop right here. He might have Protect, but a Protect won't help him live the 1000 Arrows after Leftovers. So I think Paul is just going to drop. So, alright, first blood for us, I think. I'm really, really happy about this. Alright, we're in a really good spot. We've done very, very well so far. We need to get our Rocks back up with Necrozma and see where we go from there. See, it's annoying because I was going to bring Miltank, but Miltank was like setup fodder for Salamence and couldn't touch Aggron, and he didn't bring either of them. So I'm kind of upset that I didn't bring Miltank, because Miltank's actually very, very good against his team. But, you know, it is possibly set up fodder for Mew if the Mew is the set that I think it is, like Nasty Plot with a Z move. So, you know, I'm not incredibly upset about it. If he goes in a Mew right here, Mew takes so much from 1,000 arrows. Takes about 70% probably because he's not defensive. Yeah, 59 to 60. So, that's a lot of damage. So we'll see right here. We've hit the 45-minute mark. This is a finals game, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fucking game! My god. It's been back and forth. But so far, I think the upper hand has been with our side. Also, Blastoise hasn't even hit the field yet, and Electabuzz will die from rocks if we get them up. Swampert does die. That is huge. And his ways of killing Blastoise are pretty limited, obviously, except for Electabuzz. But again, Electabuzz dies to rocks. He does go into Gorbashev the Weavile. Now this is an interesting position. I think I go into Blastoise. I could go into Celesteela. If he Swords Dances, I don't think I'm fucked because I still have Pangoro with Bullet Punch. And actually, well, this thing with Extreme Speed. So I get off one hit. This is going downhill very quickly. Ugh, yeah. Blastoise against a Weavile. If he's Choice Banded, actually, he's less scary because that means he's not Life Orb. So yeah, I'm gonna go into Blastoise, as predictable as that is. I probably outspeed Electabuzz. Well, sorry, no, sorry, fucking gross. I don't outspeed Electabuzz. I probably outspeed Togekiss, is what I'm trying to say. What's Togekiss' speed again? Base speed is 196. We sit at 204. So yeah, Blastoise is gonna be my switching right here. If he goes for his Swords Dance, Weavile still can't kill me. See his low kick. Low kick would be probably his best move to hit me because it has a 100 base power. He goes Z move or +2. He still can't outcome me, and he goes for he gets a crit. That's really bad. That's really bad. That's really bad. He got 64% with a crit. That actually really sucks. So he is banded. He is banded. Well, that's the Mega Blastoise. So yeah, he's banded. He's banded. He's banded. Wait, is he banded? Sorry. Wait, no. Let me check Blastoise again. Because we have 208. I have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. That really sucks. That's very, very unfortunate. We have 208. He did 64%. Wait, sorry, we need to go others. He did 64% with a crit band. Ooh. See, that's really annoying because I can't tell if he's high crit life orb or low crit choice band. I think no matter what though, my Blastoise has to drop. After all that, me talking about Blastoise doing work to his team, it's going to have to drop, which is really, really annoying. Because obviously I would have been able to take two. Well, I mean, maybe I'll live. Maybe I'll live. This is bullshit. I could swap it a Pangoro. Pangoro takes a lot from fucking knockoff. It's quad resisted. But knockoff plus... Wait, sorry. No, he didn't show life orb. What am I saying? He's banded. He's banded, of course. He's absolutely banded. Yeah, he's banded. I think. He's not... Yeah, he doesn't have enough power in Expert Belt or something like that, so he has to be banded. I think I'm going to swap into... Pangoro. I don't want to sack Blastoise just... well... See, if I let Blastoise go down, then I get to go into Pangoro. But then he just sacks probably Electabuzz, to be honest. Yeah, I want to try to save Blastoise, because it can still hit the Togekiss very hard. Which I'm lacking a bit, although I don't really need it. Yeah, I'm just going to stay in. I'm going to see if I can live it. Live, Blastoise! Swap out, even. Maybe he'll swap out into Mew. I should probably Ice Beam. Oh no, he stays in. Knockoff. We just kill us. So, that's unfortunate. Right here we go into Pangoro. And, no. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. That really sucks. Because Blastoise obviously lived that hit. We got off a Scald and we possibly got a kill depending on Togekiss. Well, we could have burned the Togekiss maybe. This is where it gets interesting. I know he's banded. He's not staying in. He probably goes into Electabuzz. We might go into Togekiss. I think I'm going to click Stone Edge. Because he probably thinks that I can't touch Togekiss. If he clicks Icicle Crash right now, I'll be fucking stunned. And I'll be really upset. But I'm very, very confident he's banded. I'm very confident he's banded. Which is actually kind of good for me. Now, my Ice Resist is dead now. Ah, that sucks. That really sucks. But it's alright. If we kill this Togekiss coming in right now, he goes into Vazu, the Electabuzz, and we miss. Of course, of course, of course we miss. Of course we miss. Of course we miss. Stop, dude. This game is starting to do stuff to me. Bullet Punch. Can't kill him. He probably clicks Focus Blast right here. And gets off so much damage. All because he crit me. Now I might lose Pangoro as well. It's all downhill. I could swap on a Zygarde. He probably just clicks Focus Blast anyway though, so it doesn't matter. Doesn't take too much from Focus Blast. I have to stay in. Miss. He goes for Embarrass. Alright, that's fine. You know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. You know what? That worked itself out. So yeah. He goes into Formage the Togekiss. I don't think Togekiss dies to... Don't think Togekiss dies to Stone Edge. No, it does not. Although Air Slash doesn't kill me. And a Stone Edge and a Bullet Punch will kill him. If he has Air Slash, it doesn't do very much. Although he probably will outspeed me. I want to find out if he outspeeds me, you see. And I think he's going to maybe double out, predicting Celesteela maybe. Into Mew. And then I'm in a really good spot because then I get to click Knockoff. If I go into Celesteela, like... Yeah. I think I have to click Stone Edge. If he goes for Air Slash, it only is 55%. If he paralyzes me... I'll be, or sorry, not paralyzes. If he flinches me, then I'm going to be really upset. But he could go for Roost. He might go for Protect as well. I don't think he'll Protect. If he protects, then it's a really free switch into Celesteela. I'm going to go for Stone Edge. Wait. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. If he has Dazzling Gleam, does he kill me? I'm so dumb sometimes. If he has Dazzling Gleam, does he kill me? He straight up kills me. I don't think I can risk that, actually. As scary as Mew is, I Leech Seed and then Heavy Slam it. I can't risk that. Just really can't risk that. But his team is very, very close to getting spammed with Bullet Punch and Extreme Speed. Actually, all of his bulky mons are dead except for this Togekiss and Mew to a certain extent. So, I want a Stone Edge predicting the Mew to swap in, or maybe even Knockoff. That'd be the fucking baddest play in the land. Baddest is in like fucking Savage. But I think I'm just gonna go into Celesteela. I can't risk him just killing my Pangoro. I do swap out first. He goes for Wish. I'm going to go for Leech Seed. Protect, Defog, Wish, Air Slash, probably. Whatever he has. If I Leech Seed, it means the Mew can't beat me. Because you get the Wish first, right? Yes, he does. So I get the Leech Seed back. I'm going to go for a Heavy Slam, I think, and then Protect. So I think he's on a nasty plot first. So I'm going to go for Heavy Slam. I could swap into Zygarde, because I know that Zygarde takes both Fire and Electric hits, the only things that can hit Celesteela well. I could do that, but Zygarde doesn't outspeed this thing, if he's max speed, and then just probably boss me with an Ice Beam. If he has Ice-Fire coverage, I'm kind of screwed. I could swap into Pangoro. I could swap in a Pangoro. I need to get Rocks up again, dude, because Togekiss is a massive threat. But if I knock off, then I get rid of his thing, his leftovers. I think I am just going to go into Pangoro, actually. Although if he has Dazzling Gleam again, it's back to that. But I don't know if he can run that. I don't know if he can afford it, you know the way? And he won't double out into Togekiss now. Well, he won't switch out. He's absolutely 100% staying in. I go to Pangoro and he kills me. It's not really the end of the world. It's just kind of annoying. Well, actually, this is my way I killed Mew, actually, so it would be really, really annoying. But I think I kind of have to risk it at this point. I'll do 39%, so I'll do 51%. No, I'm going to go on a Pangoro now. I want to be ahead of him, going for Nasty Plot. Because if he... Nasty Plot right here, I'll still be at 76%. That should still be in range for him to die from the knockoff. Plus... Yeah, knockoff plus Bullet Punch still kills him. So that's fine. So I'll stop him from going for, you know, Soft Boil or something like that. I mean, actually, well, knockoff is more than Soft Boil, but you know what I mean. I do go into Pangoro, Nasty Plot, Calm Mind. I'm glad I went into Pangoro. I'm gonna go for knockoff right here. He shouldn't be able to kill me unless he has Dazzling Gleam. He has Dazzling Gleam. I don't know what to do at that point, actually. Then I go into Celesteela and hope to stall him out. I just have to hope that he can't kill me with one Aura Sphere or something like that if he has it. If he goes for... I don't think he has the coverage, though. I think he has to click on Ice Beam. He does switch out. He does go on a Togekiss, who will take the knockoff very, very well. But it does get rid of his leftovers, which is huge. So now, if I outspeed this thing, Togekiss will die. Togekiss will die, guaranteed. It does 58 min to a max HP set. He will die if I outspeed him. And if I swap into Celesteela, he's not clicking an attack. I think I have to go for Stone Edge. And I'm going to go for Stone Edge. Kill the fucking Togekiss, please. Please outspeed him. Please just kill him. If he kills my Pangoro right here, I'm at a huge disadvantage. And I might just lose. To be perfectly honest. I think I outspeed him. If he doesn't have a lot of speed. If he has some speed, I still outspeed him, you see. Because he didn't bring Vikavolt, which I'm actually still surprised about. Please. 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 Please, Kazooie. Pangoro has been so fun to use all season. It's been so fun to use. Probably my favorite member in the whole team. And I don't want it to end this way. He probably doesn't have Dazzling Gleam. Although he might. I don't fucking know. Actually, he probably would have Dazzling Gleam over Air Slash, to be honest. It's my team better. How much do I want to risk this? I mean, he probably just clicks Wish and does the same thing again. I have to go for Stone Edge. If he I don't think he's gonna go for... I think he's just gonna go for Wish. But if he Dazzling Gleams me, I will lose Pangoro. If he Dazzling Gleams me, I will lose Pangoro. Guaranteed. Oh, this is so scary. I have to predict him not to predict Celesteela. If I go on a Celesteela and he goes for Dazzling Gleam, then it doesn't really matter because he just gets to go for... Well, no, actually, then he can't go for Wish and stuff like that, but I don't think it matters. He's not going to go for an attack. He knows Celesteela's coming in. If he gets it right, you know, fair play, but I have to hope that I also might outspeed him. There's a decent chance I outspeed him because his base speed is 196. He's bold. 196. So how much investment does he have to have? He has to have 36. It's not a lot, but I don't know if he has it. He also might click Protect, which I don't think he'll do either. I miss! Come on! That was it. It's a dead Togekiss. If not, I kill him with Bullet Punch. Well, I guess he can Protect, but still, like, that's so frustrating. He can't really swap out. He probably just clicks Protect. If he swaps in a Mew on my Celesteela, well, good play. But He really can't. In all honesty, he can't. Because there's a fucking Pangoro in front of him. My thumb is shaking like crazy right now. Sorry, I went really silent for a second. If I landed that Stone Edge, this thing was gone, and then Zygarde just, well, I mean, it wasn't the game, but I mean, his defensive man was gone, his Defogger was gone. I put up rocks with Necrozma, then I started hitting things hard with Pangoro and Whimsicott. That's so unfucking annoying. That's so unfortunate. I mean, I could click it again. He probably clicks Protect though. I'm gonna go on a Celesteela. If he swaps into Mew, he goes for Protect. Thing is about this though is that he can't wish into Mew because there's a Celesteela in front of him. So I get to go for Heavy Slam right here. I get to hit something really, really hard, whether it be this thing or the Mew. Saiga does join us. If I land that Stone Edge, dude, this game is a different game, completely. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't stay anyway, because that would have really put me really far behind. It's annoying because I feel like I'm doing well. He goes for Protect, that's fine. Like I feel like I'm doing well. I'm just not gaining anything. I go for Heavy Slam again, every single time. Mew gets 2 KO'd on the switch in, which means that he has to click Soft Boil, which means I can go on a Pangoro. And then this thing will just take like 90% and just actually might just die actually, depending on his investment. Celesteela. Heavy Slam. Oh, sorry, Heavy Slam doesn't actually not very much, but it does 70%, which is the main thing. It does more than Wish, which is the main thing. He can't stall me out by any means. Flamethrower isn't going to come in handy here, folks. It's going to be all Leech Seed and Heavy Slam. If we land that, see, we've got the short end of the stick in terms of hacks in this game so far. We missed the Stone Edge on. I mean, the Stone Edge on Electabuzz didn't really matter because he clicked in Power Rise, but it's still the fact that I missed. You know, it's annoying. That Stone Edge was huge because it killed him straight out if he wasn't defensive. I think he was especially defensive the way that he took the Black Hole Eclipse so well. That's why I think he did. Even if it wasn't a guaranteed kill, it was definitely surely in my favor. And he also clicked Wish, which means that even if I didn't kill him, he was like so weakened. And then I got to go on a Celesteela, and then this thing is actually at 58%, even if he lived, which means I still kill something with Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam comes off, does 38%. He has to click Soft Boiled right here. He has to click Soft Boiled. I'm going to go for... Do I go for Leech Seed or do I go for into Pangoro? I could go on a Whimsicott. What Whimsicott does is I get to Encore him. And then I U-turn. And if he swaps out, I get the initiative. I could do that. I could do that. He can't stop me from Encoring. Like Taunt, he could like use an attack. Or I Leech Seed. If I Leech Seed and he just goes... I don't think he's a Z move now. Well, he still might be. I think he's just going to click Soft Boil though. I think he has to click Soft Boil twice if I Leech Seed. I'm going to go for Leech Seed. He goes for Calm Mind. I go for Leech Seed. Now, do I... Okay, well, this is where it gets kind of scary. I kind of wish I fucking attacked right there. I thought he'd Soft Boiled. That's a good play. If he's Fire Blast with a Z move, a +1 on Celesteela, he'll just kill me. He'll just kill me. I think I'm gonna go into Zygarde. That does, or Necrozma. I don't know. Yes, Necrozma setup fodder. If I go to Zygarde and he clicks Z Fire move or Z Electric move, I will eat it, no problem. And then I get to Extreme Speed him. If he might Soft Boiled actually, but I mean, I think I'm going to Zygarde because Zygarde get to a KO the Togekiss and outspeeds it, while Pangoro cannot. So I'm going to go to Zygarde just in case he fucking Z Fire blasts and scares the shit out of me. And if he doesn't, and he attacks, if he goes for Calm Mind again, I Extreme Speed him. If he goes for a Soft Boil, he can't Oko Zygarde. I don't even think with Ice Beam. Although that might not be true. Well, then I double out into Pangoro, and I take about 30% from Ice Beam, and then I get the leftovers or the Leech Seed back. So that's true. Going to Zygarde. He goes for soft boiled. Yeah, I half wanted to predict that, but I really couldn't. I'm just gonna go on Pangoro right here. Pangoro, how much you taking from a Mew +1? A nice beam. Oh my god. Can't. Oh my god, I can't type. 30%, that's fine. I'm gonna go on Pangoro. If he soft boils again, he's insane. Goes for Ice Beam, that's fine. 30%. Grand. Grand. So we're in a good spot right here. Now I'm kind of free to predict him. He has Ice Beam, so that's good. So either his last move is Psychic and Pangoro switches into him every single time, or it's a Fire move and Pangoro switches into him every single time. So unless it's like Aura Sphere or Dazzling Gleam. If it's Dazzling Gleam, then Celesteela still walls him, so that's the thing. I'm gonna go for Knockoff. I think I just have to go for Knockoff, to be honest. I can't predict him. This Mew is too scary to predict. I could also swap it a Whimsicott. Could also swap it a Necrozma. Get my rocks back up. Or swapping a Celesteela even. Predicting a Fairy move. Or maybe him swapping back in a Togekiss. Now at this point Mew gets 2 KO'd by Heavy Slam with Leech Seed though. It does 50%, so that's important. I'm gonna go on a Celesteela. If he soft boils, he won't soft boil though. I'm gonna go for Knockoff. He won't soft. He won't soft boil though. Fuck! I can't make up my mind. I think he's gonna go into the Togekiss. I'm very confident about that. For sure. I'm so glad this thing is Assault Vest. It means this thing is much more utility. Because all season it was just like a fucking wall breaker. Now it's actually like good and bulky. He might predict me to click Stone Edge. I'm gonna go for Knockoff. If he goes on a Togekiss, it's fine. No, it's not. I have to go on a Celestial. Also, I could go on a Whimsicott. Click Taunt. Find out what he is. God, I wish I clicked Heavy Slam with the Celesteela on the first time. We'd be in a much better position. Ice Beam, probably Psychic, if I had to guess. Or Ice Beam Thunderbolt. If he's Ice Beam Thunderbolt, if he's Bolt Beam, that could also be a possibility. It could also be a possibility, actually. I want to go for Knockoff. If he goes... See, he might stay in predicting me to click Stone Edge and then try to kill me with... Or Soft Boiled on me. And also, if he clicks Soft Boiled, I mean, he's not dying, which is the main thing. So I think he might stay in, and I don't want him to be a full HP. I don't want him to be a full HP when my Celesteela switches in. Because he already got me once with Calm Minding on my Celesteela. He already got me once. I do not want him to catch me twice. He swaps in a Togekiss, it's fine. Togekiss can't touch half the things on my team. It's just... I need to get up rocks as well. I need to get up rocks, for sure. Because rocks means that Togekiss is taking 25% on switching and dying to 2,000 arrows from Zygarde. I'm just going to go for Knockoff. Predict the Stone Edge, Jax. Predict the Stone Edge. Predict the Stone Edge. Do it. Do it, cheeky. If he stays in right here, he will die. He will absolutely die. If he swaps at a Togekiss, it'll take 22%, and then we'll go from there. But stay in, Jax. Stay in. This has been so fucking unfortunate so far. 35 turns though. It's been a fun game. It's been a fun game no matter what. All my final games are long. Well, I've only been in one more. A few more. But all the Elysian ones are very, very long and very back and forth. So I think he will just go on a Togekiss. I mean, if he does, I won't be like horribly upset. But actually, to be honest, if he goes on a Togekiss, I might just click Stone Edge and try to Bullet Punch him afterwards. Because I need to find out if he has something or other. Him wishing into Mew is very, very annoying. And eventually he will kill this Pangoro. So I can't keep repeating this process, because eventually he will win. He will win eventually. Remember though, he can't recover on Celesteela. It's important. Oh it would have killed this Mew if we just stayed. Although we might have got a low roll, to be fair. I can't like say for a fact that it would have been the game. You know the way? You know the way by. You know the way. Okay, alright. 55 minutes is just the battle. Holy shit, it's been a long game. We're still 5-4. Fuck. I don't have to turn on the timer because Jax is obviously, you know, thinking about his play. If he goes in a Weavile, it's fine. I bullet punch afterwards and I kill him. I'll just get rid of his choice ban, which is important. So he might make the play, but I think more than likely he just goes in a Togekiss. Mew Togekiss is a disgusting core. It's very, 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 very tough to beat. Very, very bulky. So, yeah. I think he's just going to swap in a Togekiss. Or stay in. I would love if he stayed in, just like Z Fire Blast. I'd be fine, because Pangoro would die basically, but Mew would be dead, and then I'd be completely fine with me. Because Celesteela will wall out the rest of his team. The only mon it does not wall is this Mew because it might have a Z move. So yeah. I'm so fucking nervous. So nervous. Remove the mouse. Oh god, okay. Come on, Jax. Jesus, we've been here for 2 minutes. Come on, dude, please. My fucking... I'm getting really, really anxious. If Mew dies, I think we win. Which is why I don't think he's going to stay in. But I can't really predict him. He does go for the Z move. Alright, we live this. We live that. Goodbye! Alright, Mew dies. Nice and Assault Vest, Pangoro, coming in touch. He did have Gigavolt Taffy, so he did have Bolt Beam. So, damn. Alright. AV. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. Pangoro coming in touch! Alright, I'm going to calm down. I'm not really that excited, actually. At this point, Celesteela walls at the rest of his team. I think it's just a Celesteela win. I think Celesteela just wins. Because he doesn't have anything on his Weavile that can immediately OHKO me. He might have Swords Dance, but he's shown to be banded, so I can Leech Seed and stuff like that. Swellow comes in. Now, Swellow's interesting because Swellow also can't touch Celesteela very, very well. I don't want to sack Pangoro because it has Bullet Punch. I think I could just Bullet Punch right now. Actually, I don't really need Pangoro, to be honest. I don't really need Pangoro. That's UG, I think. I think it is too. This thing doesn't get any setup. He could U-turn. I think U-turn is the best thing he can do right here. Boom Burst doesn't do very much unless he's like Specs, but even then he's not doing really too much because I protect. His Zmon is dead. He doesn't have a Z move. He really has to just like pull out something crazy. Even then, if I get up my rocks again, yeah, I need to get up my rocks. I'm gonna go on a Celesteela. Hopefully he doesn't 2-kill me with fucking Boom Burst. Goes for Heat Wave. Fuck. Fuck me. He did 54%. That is absolutely Specs. I should just let Pangoro go down. I knew I should have. Now I might have risked this entire game because I'm too fucking proud. 54%. He's modest Specs? He's modest Specs. That's important because that means that he got an absolute roll, like high roll. No, he got more than a high roll. What the fuck? Anyway, it doesn't matter. That's important because that means Whimsicott outspeeds him. He's gonna go for. I'm gonna go for Protect right here. He has Specs, or I know this, so I'm going to swap into Zygarde. He's 100% Specs. So Zygarde is an easy switch in right here. If he swaps into Weavile, that's really scary if he does, but I don't think he will. Heat Wave can't kill me right here, so I think he will swap out. But I think he's probably gonna go. And he could go if he goes in a Weavile on my Zygarde. I'm actually in a really tough spot, to be honest. Yeah, Blastoise being dead, like I knew that Blastoise dying was scary because then my check to Weavile is dead, and that's not good. But Celesteela is still a pretty decent amount of health. Enough health to live another Heat Wave from this thing anyway. I think. Yeah, I need to get my rocks. See, oh, this is scary, dude. I wish I had like, just like Rotom or someone's like Scarf right now where Whimsicott was. I wish I didn't have Whimsicott. I wish I had someone else, but that's my fault. I wish I had like Scarf, Rotom Heat, or yeah, Scarf Rotom Heat. I wish I had Scarf Rotom Heat right now, or even Scarf Miltank. I don't fucking care. I body slam everything. He goes on a Weavile on my Zygarde. I sack Pangoro. Or I sack Necrozma. Which one? Which would I sack? I don't know actually. Oh, this is so annoying. See, I don't. It's not GG. I don't think it's not GG because Pangoro is dead basically. He goes into Togekiss. I am kind of okay with this. I get to go into Celesteela right here, and I get to get health back. Is what I get to do actually, which is what I'm going to do because he's gonna wish. And then I get to go for Leech Seed on the mon that swaps it in. See, the thing is, like, Celesteela gains HP every time Togekiss comes in. If he doubles out in a Weavile, it's fine. Although he wouldn't, because there's a Zygarde in front of him and he can't switch in. I mean, he can't kill me, actually. Actually, you know what? He can't kill me. Can we kill him? 1,000 arrows. 1,000 arrows does 2 KO and air slash is very, very little, and we do outspeed this thing. So I could just click 1,000 arrows actually. If he goes for Dazzling Gleam, how much would that do? I don't care about this thing being healthy. It just needs to be healthy enough to take a Heat Wave. But even then, I can sack off something else. I'm just gonna go for 1,000 arrows. He can't Wish Protect on me now because 1,000 arrows is more than half. I'm gonna go for 1,000 arrows. If he swaps in a Weavile, predicting something, I don't know. Holy shit, this is still going. Whoa. He must have left and come back. Yeah, dude, this is a pretty intense game. Whimsicott is basically useless. Whimsicott is basically death fodder, actually. Whimsicott's definitely death fodder. I wish I had wrote him in this situation, but I wanted Whimsicott for Salamence. He didn't bring it, so... as long as... Dazzling Gleam won't do too much. I don't think he has Dazzling Gleam. He might. If he goes for Wish, it's fine because we actually do more than half. But if he does Wish and we do actually less than half, it's fine because I'll go into Celesteela. And I will get HP back. So, Zygarde is in the driver's seat. Zygarde is in the driver's seat right now. We just need to finish out this game. Make sure that we don't fuck it up. We have priority in Zygarde and extreme speed. If we get a Brox, we can actually start. Okay? He does have Dazzling Gleam. He does 60%. That's fine because I think this thing still dies. Unless we get a low roll. Well, we did less than the min. But that was still definitely a min roll. He could go for Protect right here, but doesn't matter. We killed the Togekiss right here. What that does is that means that Pangoro and Zygarde can both extreme speed and bullet punch to their heart's content. It is still scary though. No, if he goes in a Weavile after this, I stay in. Reason being is because if he Swords Dances on my Zygarde, I will lose. Although, we know he's banded. What am I saying? He's banded. So I would sack... probably Whimsicott, to be honest, because Necrozma might be able to take one hit. Togekiss does go down. So yeah, maybe a bit of an open prediction there. But we still kill the Togekiss, which is important. And he probably goes Weavile right here. I think the Weavile, I'm pretty confident the Weavile is banded. So I think I just sack Whimsicott. If he goes for knockoff, well, he wouldn't. Icicle Crash is free against my team. And I don't want to let Pangoro die. And then I go into Celesteela afterwards. I think I go for Protect or Leech Seed or something like that. And then see what happens. It's still not exactly over because... If the rocks were up, it would be because Bullet Punch and Extreme Speed finish out this game. But the rocks are not up, so... it's still a very, very close game. If he goes into Swellow... The Swellow fellow... He does go into the Swellow fellow. He has to go for Boom Burst. Even still, though, I go into Celesteela. Or sorry, no. Even still, I go into Necrozma and sack it off. Sorry, no. I sack Whimsicott. If he goes for U-turn, we'll live it. So that's the thing. But I'm just gonna Whimsicott. I don't. He's just gonna Wing Wist, and we're just gonna die right here. He does get a crit, which is unfortunate. I can say that the crit mattered, but it didn't. We do go into Celesteela right here. Celesteela is going to go for... do we go for Leech Seed or Heavy Slam? See, the thing is, right? We know he's specs, so if he stays in, he's doing very, very little damage. Well, actually, first of all, how much is he doing? How much is he doing? First of all, if he's doing 20%, I'm not going to bother leech seeding, but I don't know if he is. I actually don't know. Burst does a fucking lot, dude. Holy shit. There's a lot. I'm going to leech seed, yeah, because I need to. If I miss, I lose. If I miss, I lose. He'll do 20%, and I'll leech seed, and then I'll get that back, plus leftovers, and then I'll protect, get back another 18%. I'll lose 30%, but gain 36%, so I should be gaining HP. And then I'll heavy slam, protect, so and so. If he swaps in a Weavile, well, he won't swap in a Weavile. I know he won't. But he goes for Boom Burst. We do land the Leech Seed, which is very important. And do I protect right here? I think I do. If he predicts that and goes into Weavile, good play. Does Weavile kill me? If he's banded with an adamant thing. I'll be at 52%. He would. This game is not actually over. See, it's whether I predict him right here. If he goes in a Weavile, right? Well, actually, no, I'd be at 58% because I protect twice. Yeah, I should be able to live it. If he swaps out. If he stays in, I win. If he stays in, I win. If he swaps out, it's not over. If he stays in, though, it's over. Because then he's in range of heavy slam. This Swellow is. And Zygarde still lives one heat wave. Oh, this is so stressful. I knew Swellow was a threat, but I didn't think he'd bring it because Celesteal walled it, I thought. But I forgot. I fucking forgot that Swellow got heat wave. Oh, speaking of heat wave, I'm fucking roasting right now. If he swaps in a Weavile, I'm in trouble. But if he's banded, then he dies to bullet. Wait. If he's banded, he can't lock himself in an Ice Shard. If he does, then Necrozma lives one and kills him with a Power Gem. So does Celesteela. So actually, do I just attack him? Because I still get the Leech Seed. I'll be at 19%. I'll go up 31, 37. So I'll be at 37%. Then I'll die. I'll go into Zygarde, click Extreme Speed. How much does Extreme Speed do? Pangoro. This all depends on Weavile now. Bullet Punch does 50%. Ooh, this might not be over because if Zygarde. Oh, sorry. Extreme Speed does 60%. Never mind. So it is. Yeah. So I think I do click Heavy Slam. Yeah. If he stays in, it was the misplay, but I don't think it matters because Bullet Punch plus Extreme Speed kills Weavile every single time. And if he swaps in a Weavile, I actually could lose the game. So I still have Necrozma I can sack. See, he wants to swap in a Weavile, I can tell. He wants to swap in a Weavile. And I think he will. If he does, it's over. If he does, it is over. Do it. Swap in a Weavile. Swap in a Weavile and we win this game, it's over. I'd be very, very happy if he swapped in a Weavile. I'd be so happy. If he stays in, it's fine because he can't kill me. Please swap in a Weavile. He knows he wants to. He can tell because he knows Protect is there. He's seen it. He knows I'm going to click it. I've played safe the whole game, dude. Come on, make a play, dude. Make a fucking play in a Weavile. Make the wrong play. Please! I want to win! Please! Please! This has been an hour-long game, dude. Jesus Christ. We started an hour ago. My God. It's been a fucking roller coaster. Do it, dude. Do it, dude. Swap in a Weavile. Swap in a Weavile. Swaps in a Weavile, I kill the Weavile, then he goes back into this thing. I'll be 52% on Protect, be 58%, live the Heat Wave, put this thing in range of Extreme Speed, and then go into Zygarde Extreme Speed and kill it. Game. 3-0. If he stays in, I kill this thing. Weavile comes in, let Celesteela die, Bullet Punch plus Extreme Speed kills Weavile, and I win. Fuck, what is it? 2-0, I think. Unless he crits someone with Ice Shard, or he kills Celesteela with Ice Shard. But I don't think he can Ice Shard on Celesteela. I think he has to knock off. This all hinges on the fact that he's banded, which I believe he is. And this thing is Specs. So, him being Specs, I think here actually really cost him the game. If he was Life Orb, I think it'd be GG to him. Because I think he'd just win, actually. Honestly. But we won't talk about that. Swap in a Weavile, please! I beg. I beg of you. I beg of you, please. I beg of you, please. I beg of you, please. Swap in a Weavile and we win the game. 50-50s, man. Protect for me is the safe play. Protect for me is the safe play. Heavy Slam is possibly the wrong play. I mean, I don't know. Come on, dude. Come on! We've actually been sitting here. Windburst comes off. Heavy Slam. Perfect amount of health. And in comes Weavile. Now, Weavile can't Swords Dance on Celesteela. It's ridiculous. I need to be out of range of Ice Shard, which I think I already am. Sorry, Celesteela. I believe I'm already out of range of Ice Shard, but I just want to make sure. I'm going to go for Protect. He's probably going to lock himself in the Ice Crash, but if he misses, it's also a possibility. He could miss. But again, if he's not banded, he could still win, you see. If he's not banded. Well, if he's not banded, then he might not be able to kill Necrozma with Knockoff. So that's another thing. So that's also important. Also, Necrozma might just live in Ice Crash, to be honest. Well, no, he has to be. If he was banded, he'd be still close. Protect. Goes for a knockoff. Necrozma. Do I sack Celesteela or Necrozma? I think I just sack, or let Celesteela die right here. Why do I save Celesteela? Because I can Protect on it. Let's go Harry Slam. Knockoff, just kill me. I'm gonna go on Pangoro. Pangoro breaks the mold. Click Bullet Punch. Very good. Go for knockoff. Down to this. An Extreme Speed kill. Extreme Speed kills, and we pick up the championship, yes! Oh my god, my fucking heart is racing. GG to Jax. We just picked up the Season 6 trophy, and we are your Elysian Draft League champions. Holy shit. It's been a long time coming, dude. We made the Season 3 finals against Sorsen. We played that game. It was a very, very close game. We lost 2-0 in the end. We lost to the better battler on the day. And Black Den, Mr. Mega Blastoise, was my boy. We brought him back this season. We brought Celesteela. We brought Zygarde. Zygarde was also on that team, actually. So was Aggron. We brought new friends like Necrozma. Necrozma is a mon that I didn't have any fucking desire to use. I just was like, let me try it. And I ended up loving it. And then Rotom Heat just kind of fell in my lap. Pangoro just kind of fell in my lap. Whimsicott just fell in my lap. And it is the team that has led us to the championship. And we are now here. Oh! So happy. I was really nervous at the end that maybe I got the calc wrong or something. Extreme Speed wouldn't kill, but I was pretty confident. Extreme Speed here does 60 min. Oh, sorry. That's fucking... Extreme Speed here does 60 min, but he could have had some HP investment. But I don't think he would ever have enough. He'd have to have like... Yeah, he'd have to have like 56. Which actually... I think he might have been able to have. But even then, I'd have to get an absolute low roll for him to kill me. If he had like 100, I'd have to get an absolute low roll. So... GG to Jax. That was a really, really long game, really, really fun game. I really enjoyed that, Jax. Whimsicott, crit didn't matter. Don't worry about that. Stone Edge miss on the Pangoro was unfortunate, but I guess it just kind of added to the drama of the game. So you know what? I'm kind of half glad it happened. Holy shit, that's it. I won. I won, dude. I did it. I actually fucking won the Elysian League. A league that I consider one of the toughest leagues that I know. Fuck. Most important plays, because it's okay. Basically, I don't want to just leave a video like this. Just leave it because what's his face does it at Mr. Talent. No shade at all. Mr. Talent kind of ends his battles like mid-battle, like when the game is over. He's just like, "Thank you guys for watching, bye." But he doesn't like give. It feels very cold then. I like to give like a little bit of analysis. So, Zygarde having extreme speed and Pangoro having bullet punch saved me the game. Not saved me, but it made the game. Well, yeah, actually, it did save me. If I didn't have it, I would have lost. Calm Mind Mew was scary. I expected defensive Calm Mind or offensive Nasty Plot. He went with offensive Calm Mind, which I thought was interesting. Wait, am I completely wrong? Actually, I might be a complete fucking goof. Can I check Mew quickly? No, yeah, he was offensive. Or that. I'm dumb. Yeah, so yeah. Actually, yeah, no, I take it back. Maybe he was, I think he was, guess he was max HP. Yeah, I guess, actually that's true because Pangoro lived. Pangoro lived a +1 Z move with 20%. He did 68%. Probably Thunderbolt. Could have been Thunder, but I really doubt it. Z move. He did 62%. So maybe he was max HP, max special attack? Maybe? Because that's about where it was. It's a min roll in this spread. He had to be timid. He wasn't modest. Yeah, what a game, dude. What a game. I'm so happy about this season. How could I be? After last season, where we did fucking atrocious. We went 4-5. 4 wins, 5 losses in the regular season. And this season we went undefeated. I came back with a pretty decent attitude. I said last season, you know, it happened. I learned from it. I've drafted a better team. I drafted a team that better suits my playstyle, which is like like more balanced. And there were weeks where we went full defensive with like Mega Blastoise, Necrozma, Celesteela, Dusknoir, stuff like that. And there were some weeks where we went full offense, like this week, which, well, I mean, Celesteela was defensive, but every other mon had either max special attack or max attack, you know the way? So, really, really crazy game. The Stone Edge on Togekiss was very annoying. What is it? The crit on Blastoise definitely cost me a lot of momentum because if he swapped in a Mew or Togekiss, I guess if he swapped in a Mew, I guess I could have burned him, I guess, but he could have been able to Calm Mind the Blastoise. So maybe it was a secret blessing in disguise that I didn't actually. Maybe it was a blessing in disguise that Blastoise died, but I'm not quite sure. Definitely made my heart fucking race at the end with Weavile, but that's what Weavile can do to scary mon. So I love you guys for watching. If you guys have enjoyed this, make sure to heavy slam the like button down below first. I don't know if I'm going to be I don't know if I'm going to be returning to the Elysian League. I love this league. I love the people in it, but I'm in a lot of leagues right now, and I also school is very, very important. A lot of shit going on there. If the stars align, I will absolutely return next season, but I cannot guarantee it. I definitely can't guarantee it. You know, like for example, we have the Sci Guys League. We have the Elysian Leagues. Oh, sorry, actually, well, we will be in the next Elysian League season because we'll be in the off season. We'll be in a quick draft, so that's something anyway. We'll be able to play the same people, and hopefully Jax can get his revenge on me. And then I'm in Sci Guys League, which I'm very, very happy and looking forward to. And then what's it called? I'm in PCL off season. So actually, we have 3 leagues coming up, which is pretty crazy. Sci Guys League will be the absolute most important. The off season, the PCL will just be a thing we're doing, and the Elysian Draft League Quick Draft will be just another thing we're doing. It's just for fun. But we will probably have three battles a week going up soon, so that'll be a lot of fun. This game is probably going up before the PCL, so I just want to make a quick announcement on that. Herschel, I decided to force Herschel to forfeit against Afonso, not because it's annoying, because I'm the next one that they would play. It puts me in a bad spot, because if it wasn't me, I wouldn't care. But it's because I'm the one playing it that looks shady that I made Herschel forfeit. And if I lost to Herschel the second time, then yes, it would have been shady. But Herschel, we gave him 2 weeks. He basically said there's no way you could play this week. He said, give me another 2 weeks and I'll be able to play. And we were just like, there's no way. Because people want to start the off season. There are people who haven't played a game in like 6 weeks because they didn't make playoffs. And now they just have to sit there. 6 weeks as in, if we did the way he wanted to, wait 2 weeks, then another game and then the finals. We'd start probably, the draft would be like early December. And that's when we could be getting late November, early December. That's when we could get the draft done early November. So I just sped things up. So I will be playing Afonso in the semi-finals. I'm very, very excited about. I've never played Afonso. I played him once on a showdown game and it was whatever. I actually used an Elysian draft league team. I just threw a team together and used Zygarde and Whimsicott and stuff like that. And I did beat him, but I don't think it has any bearance on the game of play. His team is very, very good, and Joey is his assistant coach, so Joey is a very, very good battler. Has a lot of experience, so I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully we don't get absolutely fucking wrecked. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day. Join us next week for the PCL, but the Elysian League is done. We are finished, and I'm so happy to say that I am your Elysian Draft League Season 6 champion. That being said, have yourselves a wonderful day, and bye-bye.